This presentation is made possible by these amazing individuals and organizations, whether it was through Patreon, Super Chats, Super Stickers, or by watching, liking, and commenting. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Hello, guys. Welcome to the show. I am Retro Nerd Girl, broadcasting live from the International Science Fiction Space Station. And today we're going to be looking at The Mummy 1999. This is going to be one epic watch party. So much fun. I love this action-packed film. It's just so such a surprise when it came out for me, and I do love it. I have a very soft spot in my heart for it, and it's really interesting. The right way to update a classic is what I would say. And I cannot wait to see what you guys are saying in the chat. Lots of talk already about about the film and the production. So that's you guys came ready for for discussion, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see who's first. You have to forgive me, guys. I'm wearing like a little extra snuggy thing. I'm actually very sick today, not feeling 100%, very congested, may have a lot of sneezing and so on going on. But I wanted to let you guys know that that's probably why I'm not, my usual self or in my usual get up. And Adam was the first one here. It says Jerry Goldsmith's score is available on CD from the Entrada soundtrack label. In my opinion, 1999 was Goldsmith's last great year before passing in 2004. This score and The 13th Warrior released in 1999. Awesome. And thank you, Adam, for all of the really amazing information that you've provided here. Adam also says that there's a hidden feature on the collector's edition DVD. On the menu, find the languages link and click on it. Wait a few seconds, and Goldsmith's entire score will play from the beginning to end. Enjoy. Very nice. Very nice. And Brogu is also here and says, hello, everyone, and a special hello to our queen, Retro Nerd Girl. And we got some emojis happening over there. An astronaut and a spaceship. Brandon Fraser nearly died during a scene where his character is hanged. Yeah, I heard about that. And Rachel Weisz remembered he stopped breathing. Very, very intense. Brogu says a cloak lent by the British costume rental company Angels and worn by an extra in this film was discovered to have been, in fact, made for Alec Guinness when he played Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars. The fourth Star Wars chapter. Wonderful. That's really cool. And Brogu says the production had the official support of the Moroccan army, and the cast had kidnapping insurance taking out on them. In fact, a fact Stephen Summers disclosed to the cast only after shooting had finished. Yikes! And Unicorn Rampant Studio is here and says abduction insurance. I wonder what the rates are, and do they pay the ransom or pay the studio? That's a good question. Unicorn Rampant Studio is also saying good evening to everyone. Says I was highly skeptical of Brandon Fraser during forgive me. I was highly skeptical of Brandon Fraser going into this film, but was great. Very pulpy. Yeah, it was fantastic. I didn't have any notions of about Brendan at that time. I'm not sure if I saw anything of his before then or was like a big fan, but this is definitely the one movie that gave me the notice, like, wow, who is this guy? And look at him go. And also not just his physicality in this film, but also the writing is really pretty good, like how they were able to get this old classic and still give you modernize it enough so that way it was didn't step all over what was already done, and give you like new exciting things, even using computer animation and special effects, which I actually didn't mind in this movie because it was a fantasy. So it's not the most perfect movie ever. It could use a refresh when it comes to the special effects, but it was definitely entertaining, and that was a surprise. I didn't expect it to be that way, but yeah, I had the same, similar feelings about this movie. Just it was a nice surprise. It's a nice surprise. Rugu says, hello, unicorn. Oh, hope you feel better. Yes, you weren't feeling very well the other day, so I hope you are feeling better as well. Um, and William Blake Hall is here and says, popcorn in bed reacts to Zodiac tonight. We are definitely in the month of Halloween. Oh that's a movie I probably won't ever watch. So yeah, I'm glad there's somebody who's doing watch parties to that kind of movie. Um, I'm more yeah, I wouldn't. Zodiac isn't something I would be attracted to. Keith E says, hello, is saying hi to everybody, and is good saying good to see everybody here. Good to see you as well, Keith E. Let's see. And Unicorn says, I'm feeling better, just a little tired going since 1970. Me too. and William Blake Hall says, I have only 10 short clips to go on, but so long as many as any of them have Rachel Weisz, who still looks amazing, by the way. She was so beautiful in this one. And William Blake Hall says, 1970, my kid's sister was born then. Well, I share something with your kid's sister. And Brogu says that he always found Rachel to be attractive. Yeah, she's a gorgeous lady. And Keith E says, I can find these free on Amazon Prime or YouTube. If I subscribe to Netflix, with a lot of these movies be on there or probably not. Yeah, I'm not sure if they would be. I know mine is from Amazon, but I did buy it a long time ago. And oh, forgive me, I'm having problems. I'm really having serious problems today. William Blake Hall says, we desperately need a movie about the actual historical Imhotep, as ancient Egypt, as ancient Egypt went. He was one of the smart. He was one smart, cool guy, and I wouldn't mind something like that. But it's hard, you know. I think anything with ancient Egyptian stuff really gets a lot of criticism, either like, and so maybe like if the production was done from was made with the cooperation of Egypt and their government, and even have Egyptian actors, I think maybe that will work, because people are, like I said, very highly critical of almost anything coming out about ancient Egypt these days on all sides of the spectrum. And William Blake Hall says, I think Imhotep really means he comes in peace, and look at the bad rap we give him. um, and rap, but bump, like mummy rap. I see what you're doing. And Keithy says, it seems that way for sure. And let's see, I'm gonna skip down a little. Let's see. And well, probably don't need to skip down. Brogy just says, I'm not sure if it's on Netflix. And Keith E says, so most people have the physical media for these movies, or they're renting them or buying them as they go. My physical media has 2 discs. Oh, oh, you do have 2 discs? Wow, I didn't know that. I thought, and Kate is saying that maybe I can do a members only, like 30 movies that she thinks you should have in your physical media library. Just a thought. Oh, that might be a great idea for me to do. I was actually going to do, because, well, I'm starting my physical media from pretty much almost from scratch. I mean, I only have like maybe, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 movies. Oh only have 20 movies, guys. So, yes, I am building up my physical media, but that would be a great idea. And I do have some old VHS tapes that I probably would like to replace. So, that is definitely something I am doing for members, and that will be. We'll see what else. I also I am also doing reviews of some certain things that I see. Um, and I hope that you guys will like that as well. And it says, I have the collection edition DVD. Ooh, fancy, fancy. And Brogu says, I'm collecting the movies that I like. Just like a lot of people, streaming is just too much of a chance. Yeah, 1 minute the movie is there, and then the next day it's gone forever. Yeah, and the thing about things, places like Amazon, which I have been using for years and years, and I have hundreds of movies on there that I bought like over a long period of time. It's just the problem is I don't know if there are any movies that are suddenly now gone because they lost the licensing, or if um, I just have no idea if I still have those movies, and you know, yeah. Yeah, you're right. They could just take it all away all of a sudden. And William Blake Hall says, "Hey, yay, hey, I know what I need: a movie co-starring Anuk Cinnamon with Matilda May as Space Girl." And Keith E says, "Adam, I think it's great. You have so many movie soundtracks. That's an excellent thing to own." Yeah, the soundtracks are really good too. And Rose says the Mummy is on Peacock. If anyone has it, not sure if it's has advertisement in it. And William Bickle says, "I hate the kind of streaming that makes you think what someone put it up just a few hours ago, and then you check and it's just a 2 hour ad." Mm. Uh, and William Bickle, anyone have a complete Goldsmith collection? The man rules. Ooh, yes. True, true. This is true. This is true. And Keith E says, I think I heard that when Goldsmith worked on this movie at the same time he was working on 4 other movies. Um, and let's see. And Adam says Goldsmith scored over 200 films. People on the film score monthly website have all of his soundtracks. And Volcano is here and says, "Hello, guys. Remember, don't marry the sexy bad girl. It turned out to be bad even for a mummy." Yes. And William Blake says, in 1999, he was coming off Mulan and Small Soldiers. Oh, that's cool. And let's see. Uh, And William Blake Hall says, all hailing frequencies open retro. The ISFSS is looking fine. And Keith E is saying that he can hear me, which is great because I was just talking for 18 minutes and didn't even check. Thank you so much, Keith E. Thank you as well, Brogu. You guys are so great. Thank you. I forgot. I forgot to check, but thank you for letting me know. And William Blake Hall says the Mummy, quite a counterintuitive little title for such an action movie. Yeah, but I think, of course, they had to let us know that it was a rip, sort of a twist on the classic, which is really kind of cool. Because I was expecting them to totally trash this idea. Adam says this is what Indiana Jones 4 should have been. Oh wow! Ah, you, I think you might have something there. Um, and Burglar says, "I hope you feel better. Thank you." I don't know if you guys can hear that I'm a little bit congested, and I hate that. I hate that feeling when you're sick. And William Blake says, "Oh, I hope you feel better. Retro, pamper yourself. Oh, thank you. And Volcano says, abduction reminds me of Tropic Thunder. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Oh, look, and Dead Man Walking 55 is here. Says, hello, Retro Nerd Girl. Hello, God. It's so good to see you. Guys, if you haven't checked out Dead Man Walking, his channel is pretty cool. Just head on over there. It does lots of live streams, and they're pretty nice. So uh, do check him out. And we've got Darth Plato in the house. Says, "Are you a mummy?" And I am definitely not a mummy. And Darth Plato says, "Retro." Yes. And Integrity 101 is here. Says, hi, Retro. Success is inevitable. Absolutely. It always is. So good to see you. So good to see you. And let's see. Unicorn Rampant Studio says, we call it the 18-minute rule. Whatever, we do not start freaking out until we can't hear you. Yes. That is so true. Lots of fun happening over here. You guys make me laugh, of course. Um, well, we've come through the introductions, and now we have come to the part where we begin to possibly to set everything up for the watch party. So, watch party goes like this: you have your copy, I have my copy, and we watch our copies together. I will have a timer that we can follow together. And yeah, the timer is charging right now. And let's get it all set up. So let's get my fancy screen for this ready for you. Here we go. And I am going to talk a little bit about the movie really quick. So we're watching The Mummy 1999. It's PG-13. It's a little racy, but I think, a teenager could handle it, or a tween can handle it. But I think my brother may have seen this when he was really young, and he was okay. I think he was okay with it. It's 2 hours and 4 minutes, so that's a little bit longer than what we usually watch for a lot of these movies. So, yeah, it is quite a bit of length there, but a lot happens in the story. And a lot happens in the story. I'll read the synopsis really quickly. At an archaeological dig in the ancient city of Hamunaptra, yes, an American serving the French Foreign Legion accidentally awakens a mummy who begins to wreak havoc as he searches for the reincarnation of his long-lost love. And the director is Stephen Sommers, and Stephen Sommers actually wrote the story along with Lloyd Fonville and Kevin Jarre. Let me just double check to see if there's any other people on the board. Yeah. And we also have some writing credits by John L. Balderstein, Nina Wilcox Putnam, and Richard Shayer. It is starring Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, and John Hannah, isn't it? We have Arnold Vosloo playing Imhotep, and let's see, Kevin J. O'Connor playing Benji Gabor, which is one heck of a character in there. And one of my favorite actors who I first saw in the movie, what is gosh, now I can't remember the name of it, but I think it's called like something Gigolo. It's like a funny movie, but Oded Fehr, he was really good in that movie and very intimidating. But let's see if I can find the name of that movie. It was done in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. You guys probably have the answer to it. Oh, wow. Oh gosh, I look over at the auxiliary, computer and some action is happening. Oh gosh, okay, let me get over there. Let's see. Okay, and of course, it doesn't show me anything. This is so weird. Okay, well, I'm gonna look at my, auxiliary computer over here to show me what has happened, and, uh, hold on. Okay, yes. It looks like it looks like Joseph Begay again has given 10 memberships. Thank you so much, Joseph. You are amazing. I can't call it up here, unfortunately, on here, but let's see. I got one comment from you. So you're like, start up the projector. Yes, we will. And yeah, thank you so much. This is wonderful. Let's see if I can give you a nice thank you for doing such a wonderful thing for the channel. Let's see. Uh, here's my favorite one. Here, this is my favorite one. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to read off the members if I can see them. So it looks like Mar Hawkman, Zacharet 315, Gene Star, Magitech Mags, Thomas Harvey, Copa Ex Machina, uh, Jeffrey Gaston, uh, Anil Jamil, Jamili, and Rockin' Sockums. Rockin' Sockums, what a name. And Uncarded Reviews. Ooh, cool. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Um, that's just wonderful. So thank you, Joseph, again for being such a wonderful benefactor to the channel. And I wish I could play like 50 videos for being so kind. Thank you so much. And let's see. Um, let me see where the comments are really um, and Francis says, Rancho is no mommy. She's a vampire angel. Yes, you know, you get me. You understand. And Keely says, okay, it's time to say banner, banner, banner. Yes, thank you, Keith E. Oh, you're wonderful. Oh my goodness. You guys, you take care of me so much. Thank you. There's the banner. Thank you so very much. So that way you can let everybody know what is going on. Let me just make sure it says the right thing. We are watching The Mummy. Yes, 1999. Perfect. Um, and Rick, hi Rick, how are you? Says finally we're here again. Hi y'all. So good to see you. Uh, and Rick is gonna rent the movie. Okay, thank you for doing that and watching along. This is really great. And a unicorn rampant studio says I did forget it's too long. Yeah, it did make me a smidge too long, but there's a lot that happens in this. And once again, Keith E, thank you for alerting me about the memberships that Joseph gave. Because yes, I could. It doesn't show it on my StreamYard's screen at all. It doesn't even show up, which is really sad because yeah, I mean, I have to go look at the other one. Thank goodness I have my auxiliary computer over here to help me out. So thank you for sounding the alarm for me. Um, And it's really weird because when I look back on these and I see like the things that I miss, I'm like, oh no. So yeah, then I don't have to feel so guilty and bad and all that stuff. Well, and Unicorn says always a class act, Joseph Begay. Yes, that was just so wonderful. We're just really pleased and how generous you are, just incredible. Yes, Keith E is also saying, Joseph, you are simply unbelievable. And you're the man, William Blake says. You guys are just, yes, you. And Brogu is giving the big thumbs up. Yes. So awesome. And so I'm going to go, let's see, to um, just look really quick. Well, I was looking for something. Um, oh yes, the movie was Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. It was, a hilarious comedy that was, that he did pretty much in the same year. And I had so much fun with that movie. So many laughs from Deuce Bigelow, honestly. And and just to see him in this role playing such a different character, it's just so wild. So yeah, a dead fear. And I think that closes up my little talk about the movie. And we shall do what um, oh, we just Moonbeam just walked in the room. Hello, Moonbeam. How are you? So good to see you. And let's say, all right. So we've got a juiced up timer here. Okay, and got my calling here. Let's just make sure that everything looks good. All right. So I'm going to do the countdown, and the countdown is going to be, I'm going to count from 5 to 1, and where I would have said 0, then that's where we press the button. Um, and so it's 1 and then press. So we will try that right now. Okay, ready for the countdown, everybody? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I did it right this time. Let's see. I'm gonna check to see if that's looking good. There you go. Set the volume just right. Ooh, nice transition. Ah, I love pyramids. Oh, that's so beautiful. I used to just rerun this one. Oh, I love how he's narrating this. That's how they get in trouble. I've never walked into the room and pushed open the drapes like that. So dramatic. I love it. Wow. They didn't have anything to do well, they did have something to cover it up. Oh, no. Wow. Yeah. What an opening. Guys, wow, that was epic. That's how you open a grand story like that. Wow. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, God. Woo. Ah. Mm. The horses got spooked. There he is. Ah. See what you guys are saying. Um, William Blake Hall says, "Badly performed ritual, the cause of all the trouble in the John Carpenter's vampire movie." Um, I must be coming right into a conversation you were having. Oh, no. Oh, man. That is just bad luck. Mm. William Blake Hall says, "Gee, a curse that big, you would think that Imhotep would be better guarded." Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Mm. I forgot what happened here. What happened in this one? Oh, that's right, her brother. A bit of a mess. Love the change in music. A map. Mm. Oh, snap. Why would you do something like that? He did that on purpose. He stole a kiss. Oh, this is the scene that Unicorn Rampant Studio was talking about before. Mm, uh, oh, that looks so realistic though, right? She's like, "I have you now." Ah, um, William Blake Hall says, "I'm fascinated by the subgenre of movies about bad books, The Evil Dead, The Ninth Gate, The Mouth of Madness, and this." Oh, cool. A flim flam. Sand and blood. See, if he didn't go along, he would still yeah, well. Ooh. There's a lot of, like, moments like this where someone does, something surprising. Oh, I would love that book. Jeez. That is not the right answer. I forgot he does this. I forgot he does this. Oh, yeah. Wow! Oh, boy. Oh my god. He's, like, so calm. That's a mile a minute. This thing the pacing is just sick. I didn't realize he was Hungarian, that it they're really on camels. It's not computer generated? Oh my god. But also too, one thing about computer generated camels is that you know that they're not being abused, but it's kinda nice to see them though and really being there. They're so pretty. William Blake Hall says, "That reminds me there was a in Total Recall." Nice. Yeah, they're watching. It was such a good choice, I think, to have him narrate the beginning. So good. I thought this was cool. Like, They're falling in love. Aw. William Blake Hall says the pendant scene reminds me of the Fearless Vampire Killers. The girl holds up the cross, but the obvious Jewish vampire says, "Look, boy, we've have you ever got the wrong vampire?" Yes, I remember that movie. It's really good. Um, oh, SG Experiment is here. Hello, good to see you. Ooh, oh, I don't like that sound. Ah, the thing I hate more than anything is bugs. Me too, dude. So this is definitely a horror movie, and it starts revealing a lot of those horror movie elements soon. There's always something around every corner. Ah. Why did he separate from the group? Oh, he's looking for the treasure. They're always looking for the treasure. What? I like that. Don't put me down for a vacation. Understood. One more. Ew. Let's grow. Ooh. Oof. Mhm. Oh, yeah, these guys. Mm. Moonbeam is here, hi. Says The Mummy Returns was The Rock's first film. Oh, yeah. Well, he wasn't technically, like, really, really in it, but he worked on it, I think. I just love his voice. It looks sounds authentic, I guess. I have no idea what if it is authentic or not. It sounds authentic. Oh, poor Evie. Ooh, I would have loved to have seen the prequel, Adventures of her dad and her mother. That sounds really fun. Oh, boy. Aw, I just love the way that's played, really sweet. The bonding, we're learning a little bit about her, but also there's charm to it. It's a funny, funny, if you will. Uh-oh. See, that would be enough for me. That would be enough for me. Yeah, smart guys. Get the heck out of there. And so these guys are gonna bring him back to life. She's experienced that before. That's my word. That looks pretty bad. Oh, the book. Look at that book. The book, that book, that book, that book. I want that book. Ew. That wasn't very smart, thing to do, because basically you're, like, cursing them, but also giving them unlimited power forever. Uh-oh. She's just like, thank you." Oh, okay, so this is how he gets revived, 'cause he hasn't been revived yet. Oh, that would have been it for me. I'm like, "Okay, well, close it back." Oh, man. Joseph Begay says, "Don't make the mummy unrelease his army of dust bunnies on you." And, Grogu says, "Your 30 minutes of clips is worth more than anything I have." Oh, no. Uh-oh, she read from the book. Oh, no. Oh, poor dude. Yeah. Definitely in horror movie style here, right? You've got the jump scares and the oh, no, poor guy. Couldn't see very well, but he could see that. Yikes! I'm out. Holy moly. Yikes. It's really kinda funny. Oh, no. Oh, no. Holy moly. I always loved his he's like, "Whoa." Uh, he looks like he's, like, super pissed off. He's like, "Dang." Sounds like the Terminator, right? Oh, no, Benny is still there. I don't remember this part. Oh. He's got all these it's like, "Oh, okay. Try something else." Of course, Benny would be working with the Let's see what you guys think. Rick says that he loves when Rick yells at the mummy. Yeah, I forgot that Benny, like, actually starts working for the mummy. You gotta be really disgusting to do that. I just love those 2 together, the way they kinda fight and, make up. They're so cute. Winston has a motive, has a storyline, like, he's a character in this film. Ooh, the plagues of Egypt. That happened fast. Dang. Ah, man, I love this part. That's why he burnt the map earlier. Such a like, ooh. I always like that part. It's like his bowels are growing. Somebody's like, I'm sorry, but he's a bit tall." Oh, it's too late, I think. I don't remember quite, but it sounds bad. Oh, shadows moving in the dark. Oh, wow. Darn. He's got the book. Wow! That was They were supposed to all stay together, but just like any other horror movie, they all separated. He's already in the room, right? Whoa! Dang. He's almost completely constituted. Oh, no. Even though I didn't quite like all those guys, they were kinda mean, but you just don't want that to happen to them. Feels bad. Feel bad for them. There's the tricks that they use, like, he comes in as mist, he comes in as sand, just really beautifully, um, done. Ew. I would I would have, like, 20 cats on me, like, "Okay." Oh, man. Um, let's see, and Joseph Begay says, "The first movie I ever saw which dealt with the 10 plagues of Egypt, not including the 10 commandments, was the abominable Mr. Phoebes." Ooh, you know, have never seen that movie. I'm gonna write that down. Oh, the flies turn these people into zombies. Nice move. What an adventure, oh my god. Woo, oh no. He's doing the best he can, poor thing. Oh no. Even he has to look away, it's so gross. Oh boy. No. I got so many, stunt people for this, my goodness, and extras. I love that part. She's like That was my favorite line, definitely. He turns me into a mummy, you're the first one I'm coming after. Ah, look at that smug look on his face. How did they get out of this one? I forgot. Look at this one living like a king out there. He's he has a purpose. I love that. We met him for like a minute and we already knew that he was the perfect guy for this. He's like loving it. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, Moonbeam. Yes, that's true. Moonbeam says, yeah, Denny is Imhotep's Renfield. Oh, yeah. Uh, William Blake Hall is saying, so I'm thinking, dude, Rachel Weisz is so lovely, but she's not Patricia Velasquez. After all of these centuries, you can use glasses. Not sure what the who's Patricia Velasquez? I'll have to do some research. Oh, that's right, she saves them. Benny is just so hilarious. Oh, look at that. Uh, well, it's just quicksand in that one little area. Wild. Oh, boy. Here we go, guys. Um, Rick says, when the music when the sand swallows Winston and is playing is beautiful and dignifying, funeral theme. Yeah, it's really, really kinda nice. I really like the setup and the payoff of that character. Again, it's really great storytelling because basically within the first minute of meeting him, we knew what he was, um, dreaming of all of these years. Uh-uh, don't do it, don't do it. That's when you drop it immediately. Uh-uh. Oh. Oh, yeah, 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 I remember this part, I think. Yeah, yeah. How cool. Kill them and wake the others. Oof. How many others? How many others? Oh, this is the room, okay. This is where what everybody's been looking for, the treasure. You can't take any of the treasure or you're gonna be ghost. It's beautiful down there. Look at him, he's like, "Ah, the treasure." Oh god. Look at this one. So cool. Oh boy. Oh, that's right, if he would've left right then. Okay, now this is the yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a handy little weapon he's got there. I love this part. That is so cool. He's like, "Yeah, perfect." Oh, this is what I love about this, it just keeps going. Nice. I love these guys. And all they need to do is just kill her, and then, the spirit of Anaxim Manu, I don't know, I forgot her name, but it'll go inside her. These guys. Oh, I love these guys. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. What a scampy little dude. I love it. He's like, "No problem, ma'am. Ouch." Ew. It's only the beginning. Oh, that's right, he went back to get more. Ooh. Yeah, get out of there. See, if he that's the treasure. Yeah, you gotta leave all that behind. Look at this one. Ooh, that was a close call there. Wow. No. Ooh, ooh, that looks pretty impressive. Oh. I was like that scared me. Aw, guys, I love the love story. Oh, there oh, that's right, Benny's treasure is on that camel. Nice. Love this film so much. Directed by Steven Summers. Great job. Wow, guys. Oh, I had so much fun. What a movie. What a movie. What a movie. Oh gosh. And you know what? It was a while, so I didn't know like certain moments when where what happened in those scenes. Like, how did they get out of that? So it's kind of nice to see that. I'm gonna go as far back. We got it's 6:30 now, so I'm gonna go to like 6:15. Let's see if I can find it's 6:15. Um, um, a little bit further back. Uh, oh, William Blake Hall says Patricia Velasquez plays Anaxana Moon at the beginning of this movie. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this reminds me like um there's some scenes in Return of the Mummy that I just was like, "Oh, I was expecting to see in this movie." And I remember that's in the next movie where it shows you another like backstory for Anaxona Moon from way, 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 way back in time. So yeah, that was she was amazing. Um, I think the last time I saw her was in a Christmas movie, for, like, the Lifetime channel or one of those channels, and she played a character in a movie called if I can remember it, um ooh, I forgot the name of this movie. Oh, 12 Days of Christmas. There it is. 12 Days of Christmas. And it was sort of like a Groundhog Day movie. And yeah, she was really cute in that movie. She played a businesswoman who was trying to strike up a deal with the main character. So yeah, she's really pretty and still is very beautiful to this day. Um, and Joseph Begay says, Winstone got his wish, didn't he? I felt it was so, yeah, it was bittersweet, but when you have characters like that, there's a sense of satisfaction for them, right? I mean, you don't want to see the character die, but he died getting his, what he wanted, which was to die doing something noble. And he's like, everybody else got a chance to do it, but me. Even though he was living like a king, he wanted the glory, of doing something incredible. And Rick says that the music, oh yeah, yeah, I did read this one, which is, yeah, so true. And Joseph Begay says, seeing those bugs under the skin is nightmare fuel. And absolutely, I mean, Yeah. No words for how horrible that looks and sounds and seems like. I just don't even want them in the room. I'm really insect averse, if you will. It's just hard for me to like be comfortable with knowing that there's a bug in the room. And that's a horrible way to live because bugs are natural, that they're part of life. And William Blake Hall says, you figured the makers of the movie National Treasure must have seen this. Okay, so I think I've seen one of the movies, the National Treasure movies, but it's been a while. Is this like a real, adventure, Indiana Jones type kind of movie? And I really wish we had more of those without people kind of comparing it to Indiana Jones or saying that it's ripping it off. Because like there's one series called The Librarian that's really good, and also there's one with a young boy. I forgot the name of the series, but it's just a bunch of like detective work and kind of like looking for lost treasure, all that stuff. I think those are really cool movies. That's another reason why I love Tomb Raider, and I wish we had more movies, kind of like the ones we had in the early aughts, where they were actually looking for treasure. Joseph Gay says, imagine um, having to do a fight sequence and imagining your opponents because you're the only real person in the scene until the others are added in post. So true. Yes. That's what it was like for a lot of these films in the early aughts and 1990s. Yeah, because a lot of the stuff wasn't really actually there, so they had to kind of improvise. I think now they do a lot more like body. They do a lot more, well, I guess what they call like, now I'm forgetting the term, and it's like a super simple term, but they actually have people there, and they go in and have the computer like map exactly where their bodies are. It's so important though to get that honest and authentic performance. So yeah, I really would have loved to see a little bit of like how they did some of the choreography for this, just making sure that things were looking like they were landing where they were supposed to. And Moonbeam 87 says, I love how the Pharaoh said I knew that and Moon was touched because she was painted. Yes. It's it's a kind of a simple way to do it, and it really helps us to know like how he knows, right? So it's it's a very broad storytelling device, but it works very well. And William Blake Hall says, on the subject of scarabs, I recommend the 1975 movie Bug as opposed to the 2006 one. Creeped me out. Oh, I'm not so sure I can handle that. And William Blake Hall says, are we calling Anaxonomon a painted? Oh, no, 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 no. And William says, they get swallowed up by the sandstorm. Evelyn kisses Imhotep, and Winston dies. About half, about a half hour left. Yes, and eh, William Blake Hall says, if anyone here is a fan of Kevin J. O'Connor, who plays Benny, I recommend the crazy sea monster thriller Deep Rising, brought to us by Stephen Summers. Oh, the same director. Oh, wow. So does he like working with that actor? Is that they like to work with each other? That's awesome. Joseph Vigay says at least Benny didn't have to die of dehydration or starvation in the darkness. Um, yeah, well, at that point, right, you wouldn't even know you were dead. It'd be dark, and you would just go to sleep, and yeah, never wake up again. Oh, and Katar is here. Hello, Katals. How are you doing? Um, and William Blake Hall says, "I don't know, starvation looks kind of good, right? Compared to eat be like devoured by those bugs." And oh, look, Sin Havoc is here. Sin Havoc 5150. So good to see you. And let's see. Joseph Gay says, probably Benny's quickest option was to be crushed, not so inevitable. Ooh, that's just, ooh, sounds horrible. But you might be right in a way. If you're choosing between eaten by a million bugs or being crushed, maybe being crushed might be a good idea. Sounds horrible every way. It all sounds terrible. I want to live. And Rick says that this was shown in 3D. Oh yeah, it really made everything kind of stand out, especially those moments where the monster like comes right at the camera. It's really good. Gary Carpenter is here and says hello, sir. Hello there. I'm sorry I'm late. That's quite all right. Good to see you, Gary. How are you today? And Unicorn Rampant Studios, so very nice. Uh, says bugs are gross. Run or smash as fast as you can. Oh man, thank you so much. That is so sweet. Let's get you um, uh, a um, a nice one. Now, I did the unicorn before, so let's switch it up and use the other one, which is really sweet. And I want to see some puppies right now too. Might help me feel um when you have when you're sick and you want to just experience comfort things, and so this would be comforting. Yay. Yes, I really wish I was Keanu Reeves in that in that video where he's just holding all those puppies and they're giving him so much love. That's so sweet. Thank you again, Unicorn Rampant Studio. Just absolutely so grateful for everything that you do for the channel. And Rick says you reminded me to smash like. Oh, cool. Yes, definitely. Anyone who deems it worthy, do smash the like button. Oh man, this is so much fun. And let's see. And Sin Havoc says those bugs are called scarabs. Yeah, I do love seeing the scarab, um, Egyptian style artwork. I think it's really beautiful. And they would use like many different. It would be used for many different pieces of jewelry and necklaces and things like that. But I do not enjoy the idea of just bugs in general. So, and the ones in this movie are fierce. They are fierce, especially the ones that go underneath people's skin and crawl in there. That's really horrible. And let's see. And Unicorn says, honestly, people really try too hard to stay alive. Yeah, sometimes they can do the opposite and really mess themselves up. And when the monster reaches out, just accept its embrace. Oh man. Oh my goodness. And William Blake Retro Velasquez was in the Hallmark movie, very specifically called 12 Days of Christmas Eve. Yes, Christmas Eve, not 12 Days of Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas Eve. So many similar titles can get confusing. Yes. Did you see that movie? I love it. I play it at least 3 or 4 times during the season. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. and there's a song at the end that I really just love, that I can't really find anywhere else, but I was able to find one, uh, of video of the song, um, and it's sort of like a knockoff of a famous song, the one that is in Home Alone. So yeah. Yeah, I love that, and she was really great in it. So thank you for clearing that up for me, William Blake Hall. Are you a fan of Christmas movies as well? Uh, or was it the handy Google that helped you out with that? And William is so kind. He says he's going to be like number 24. Anyone else want to be 25? Um, and and Gary says, "You want to live, Susan Hayward." And Brogu is saying goodbye to us already. He's saying, "Good night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend." Well, you as well. Do enjoy your weekend. Thank you for being here and being part of the fun. And William Blake Hall says, "Susan Hayward, hey, thanks for the classic shout out, a call out." Um, and let's see. And everyone's saying goodbye, good night to Brogu. Thank you again for being here, Brogu. And Gary Carpenter says, those scarabs will make a meal out of you. Yes, they will. And Bonzo Kilburn says, scarabs, I love Journey. They always had scarabs on their album covers. Oh, I did not know that. Great band. I didn't. I've seen many of their covers, but I just never connected that. So I never. That's really wild. I didn't know that. And Sin Havoc says scarabs are sacred to Egyptian history and culture. Fun fact: Egypt was actually originally called Kemet. Very cool. And Bonzo Killzone says, if the monster has you, fight to the end anyway, right? I would probably do that, but I thought it was funny. Just let the monster give into the monster's embrace. William Blake Hall says, I guess I'm a Patricia Velasquez fan and a fan of IMDb. Yes. Yeah, I mean, she is incredible. I thought she did a great job in that little role. I mean, um, and I thought she was used well in the story as well, for that story. I'm a crazy fan for Christmas movies, and so, I think during Christmas time, I may be, leaving that for the members to talk about Christmas movies that probably wouldn't, fly too well on my channel. So let's see, Gary Carpenter said, "You should do a video on Halloween with, the new Addams Family." Um I haven't seen the new Addams Family yet. And just the one in the '90s was the last one that I saw. So I haven't seen the new Addams Family. Um, that might be a hard one to get. But well, I'll think about doing something for Halloween though. It might be interesting. Maybe I'll dress up as Morticia. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do. It's on a Tuesday though, which is really kind of a wild one. I do have to work late usually on Tuesdays, so that might be hard for me to pull off. And Joseph says just like in the line from the movie Gladiator, us. Death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back. Wow. Ooh, that's dark. But it's really interesting. And, oh man. And Unicorns Rabbit Studio says, I just want the monster to acknowledge me as a person or a potential meal. That is funny. Okay. Joseph says, would having the monster ask what condiment goes best with you work? You guys are cracking me up right now. Definitely. Um, And Unicorn Rampant Studio says the values of the values in the total reward. Yes, and William Blake Hall says Zodiac movie gets a reaction in 14 minutes. Be well, everyone. Oh wow, gets a reaction in 14 minutes. Oh, okay. And Gary Carpenter says this movie from 1977, when the original cast members were left, John Astin is the last one left. Uh, I'm not sure what movie that is. Is that's a trivia question or something? Or is that Zodiac? Am I mixing up my Zodiac movies? I could be mixing my up my Zodiac movies. Okay, guys. Well, I'm at the end of your comments, and I do have one. The comment from Brogu where he's saying he's um, um, is probably going to go in the outro. So, just wanted to give you a quick rundown of what's coming up next. I don't have anything posted yet. I'll probably do that tonight. Let's see if I can find um, my list. If you will indulge me for a moment or two. Okay, let's see. So the 11th, Wednesday. Um, Yeah, on the 11th, I will be looking at Loki season one as a refresher, and also starting off with season two, episode one. I watched it and actually liked it, and so we're going to talk about it a little bit. And on Friday, we're going to look at the best mature animated movies. And we're going to go back as far as we can and try to. I think most of the content is going to be about like the 1970s and 80s. There's some things in the 2000s, but and maybe some in the 90s, but not too much. And so I'm really excited about that because for any one of you guys, you might be fascinated to know, like, if there's any movies maybe you haven't seen yet that you want to see. I know I found a lot of movies that I'm adding to my list of movies that I would love to watch. And then next Saturday, at the same time that I usually make my watch parties, we will be doing Night of the Comet, 1984, and that will be a lot of fun. I'm not even sure there's um, I think I have like several different copies, and I'm not sure some of them may have commercials in it. So I have to figure out which one does not have commercials in it. Because I'm looking at there's a copy on Tubi, and then there's a copy on YouTube as well. So I think I'm going to be watching the one on YouTube, but the only thing about watching the one on YouTube is that there may be some buffering for me. So I have to see if that's something I can pull off. But yes, we've got some movies that you guys, if you don't have, um, a copy yourself, you can watch along on Tubi. And I do know that Tubi just so happens to have commercials in their in their thing. So I don't know if you want to jump ahead um, whenever you're done with your commercials, or if you want to watch it after the the show is done, so you can have more control. You can pause my video if you want to. So, but that's kind of cool that for once we have something on Tubi, and then we have something on YouTube that you can watch if you so desire. Just to go through some the rest of the list for October for you guys. Of course, on I said that on the 21st of October we are going to be looking at Beetlejuice, and on the 28th of October we are going to, which is the last Saturday in October, we'll be looking at Dracula 1931, a nice old black and white classic and perfect for the spooky season. Just so awesome. I'm not sure if anything will happen on Halloween. Like I said, I do have to work that day, but if something comes up, something fun and exciting, I'll definitely do that for you. Um, and I'm thinking about Nightmare Before Christmas on the 4th of uh, on the 4th of November, because I always like watching that movie right after um, Halloween, but then also just before the Christmas holiday seasons. And well, all the stores as soon as Halloween is over, they go. They don't even bother with like anything for Thanksgiving. They just go right into Christmas holiday decorations and things. So uh, it may be appropriate. It may be appropriate. All right. So, guys, yes. Uh, let's see if you guys have mentioned anything before that. Um, um, And Moonbeam 87 says that the credits are 6 minutes long. It's pretty, yeah, it's a lot of long time there. And Joseph says, "Oh heck yeah, for the night of the comet." Yes, 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 great, great. And Moonbeam says, "Well, this is the start of the end of practical effects." Yeah, there are definitely a lot of moments in that film that I think could have been enhanced if it was doing everything, more with practically practically done. It's one of the few movies that use CGI that you were kind of okay with because the story was so good and the characters were so good and the action was really, really good. So it was sort of like, oh yes, there are a lot of flaws in this, but it's still good. It is still so good. What a ride! What a ride! And of course, we have Brendan Fraser at his peak performance and just doing an incredible job physically in the role, and also bringing forth this kind of charm and this humor. It's just great. I loved all that. Love all that. And let's see. Joseph Begay says, make sure Night of the Comet is on your wish list, and I'll get it for you. Oh, Joseph, you were so kind. So kind. You're a very sweet person. And I'll do that. I'll add that to my Amazon wish list. And Rick says, thank you and good night, Retro. And to all my fellow watchers, it's been a pleasure to be with you this evening. Oh, wonderful, Rick. Thank you too for you being here. I really appreciate your presence here. I will add this to the outro so that way we can hear those kind words. And yeah, we'll hope to see you again really soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And Joseph Vigay says, Retro, make sure the night. Oh yeah, yeah, I got it. Thank you so much. You were super sweet. And Gary Carpenter says Thanksgiving is an important holiday besides Christmas and Halloween. Yeah, a lot of times I don't typically celebrate it myself. We never did in my household, but I do like that day to. I like that day for everybody, like to be able to take that day to do whatever it is that they want to do, spend it with family. For many people, Thanksgiving is a reunion almost every year. It's time for family to get together, and so I think you know people get wrapped up in the history of it and not really like what people have been doing with that holiday. And that holiday is a very good holiday if it brings people together and it makes people feel nice and keeps families together. And so yeah, like usually on Thanksgiving is like is a sacred day for me personally because I like to just chill out and relax, and I love watching the Thanksgiving Day parade and all the hoopla behind that. It's a really nice time for me, and of course, you have all of the fall. Um, the accoutrements of fall, right? You've got the pumpkin spice latte, frate, whatever. You've got like, pumpkin pie. You've got all sorts of really cool little things that come with the holiday, and I do love all that. I do have a soft spot for the holiday, and Moonbeam 87 says the credits have rolled. And oh yes, yeah, don't worry, because yes, that happens to me sometimes. So yeah, don't worry, I'm good. And so guys, yes, I uh am going to play the end um um what's happening here? Moonbeam says there was a half hour left in the film when I made that comment. Oh, okay. Did not know that. Okay. And Joseph Gay says good night, all. Hope everyone has a great rest of the weekend. Yes, you too. Thank you so much. I'm sure lots of people are very, very grateful for you gifting them the memberships, and I'm really so glad that you did that wonderful, generous thing today. Thank you so much. And uh, Gary says good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. And yeah, guys, I am gonna play the outro. If you have any last words for any friends you have in the chat, anyone that you've met today, and any last comments for me, anything you would suggest, since we're gonna go from this season, we're gonna go further into like the holidays. Let me know if there's anything that kind of piques your interest, and
Retro Nerd Girl, you are clear for takeoff.